Joining me right now is Ed Carpenter Racing driver Rinus VeeKay. Rinus, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we have St. Louis coming up, and I am aware that the St. Louis track, WWT Raceway, is a little different than most ovals. Can you explain to the fan out there how it's different?
Yeah, so it's, turn 1 and 2 is a lot different than turn 3 and 4. So basically, I call it alien head shaped. It's, turn 1 and 2 is very tight. You're kind of touching the brake most of the time. And then 3 and 4 is, for quick guys, it's almost flat. So it's two completely different corners, and it's hard as a driver. You gotta be good in both of those, but also you gotta build a car that's good in both those different type corners.
So what's your favorite thing about that particular race, this particular race coming up?
What I like about that race is the restarts. There's not that much passing, but the restarts are so valuable to gain time, to gain positions. So, me as quite an aggressive driver, that's the opportunity to pass guys. So
you qualify. I'm sorry, you qualify real well too. Do you think that's going to be an advantage for you at this race?
I think so. Yeah, if there's not going to be much passing, if anything, you'll be ahead of all the chaos.
Sure.
But also, you want to focus forward instead of focus backwards.
So I know that you've had some help from former driver and fellow Dutch Arie Luyendijk. How big of a role has he played in your career?
He's played a big role. He's kind of been my mentor since I came to the U.S. So he's helped me out a lot. Of course, oval racing was totally new for me, and I've taken it on pretty well. So it's just nice to have him around and give me tips. Even though the cars have changed so much in technology, the basics are still the same, and he knows those basics very well.
Is he in your ear during the race ever?
No, he's not. No, he's the guy giving me penalties. So last weekend
that was not a good thing. Yeah,
I was calling him.
Were you cursing him in Dutch?
Oh yeah, we always talk in Dutch, but it is what it is. He is the guy that has to give me penalties, and as long as it's got to stay fair, and we're two different people when we're in professional mode.
Sure, absolutely. What's the best? I've never been to the Netherlands. What's the best part of your home country, or what do you miss the most about it?
I think it's just the people, the family, the friends.
Sure.
And we got good cheese. We got really good cheese.
Really?
Yeah, my mom brought over some cheese, some really, some very short-aged Gouda, actual Gouda. So I had that in the fridge, enjoyed it a little bit, and then I had most of it left. And I came back from the race in Iowa, and it was all moldy, so that sucked. But still got the taste of the cheese. So definitely the cheese, the food, and the language. It's nice to talk Dutch once in a while.
I bet. Do you get back much?
Only in the off season. I don't want to travel out of the continent,
sure.
Outside of or during the season. So I don't want to be in trouble, or I don't want to give myself reason or get in trouble. So
when you're not racing, what do you like to do?
When I'm not racing, I like nature. So after Iowa, I went to Colorado, went to the mountains, rented a van with a girlfriend, and just enjoyed. But also, we did big hikes, and we like working out too, both of us. So, just like today, we had a full morning of working out, and it's got to be something you enjoy.
Yeah, I just came back from working out myself, but I get that. Okay, the Bommarito Automotive Group 500 at the WWT Raceway in St. Louis, coming up August 27th. Got to get that plug in. Is the last oval race of the year. Are you looking forward to it? How does it differ from road course? Do you have a preference over the two?
It's a short oval, so it's a lot different than a Texas or an Indy. basically every oval is different in the IndyCar series, but no, I think it's a nice one. We do have the road course spec wings and arrow, so it is a bit more similar to road courses. So I still like the road courses more over the ovals.
Do you?
Just because, as a driver, you can do just a bit more if we're off the pace, if anything's not great at that moment, you can still do a little bit more to extract more out of the car.
What's your favorite thing about race weekends, besides the actual race?
I think it's always a thing. I always get sad when they start breaking down, our pits and everything, because it's kind of like it becomes your home for the weekend.
Sure.
It's just like a very nice place. It's so much fun. And then I love that part about it, that it's just, it's kind of like, going to an attraction park and then leaving is not fun. So, just being there is so fun.
What can fans expect?
A lot of racing, a lot of passing, and maybe a late night like last year. Who knows?
Never know. And what is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you during a race?
Wow, the craziest thing. I gotta think. I did do something called a chump car race when I was 16. Not champ car, chump car.
Yeah.
In Road America to get to know the track before I actually raced there. So in one lap, I had my mirror fall down, like my rear view mirror pop off, and I'm like, what? And actually, I was racing together with my dad, so I was going to pit that lap. And I'm going through the carousel, holding the mirror, and then the engine blows up, totally locks, and I'm trying to catch it, and the mirror is like banging my face, and I spin out. So it was like a slapstick movie. So that's a pretty crazy thing that happened during the race.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Do you have any tattoos?
I have one, yes.
You want to share it? I mean, tell us you can show us. Oh.
It's right here, yeah.
I know it is.
May 15, 2021.
Is that when you won the Indy Grand Prix? Yeah.
It is, yes.
So there's room on the other arm, right, for another tattoo?
I'll put a sleeve on there if I win enough races.
That's cool. Yeah, so you could August 27th. It'll be August 8, 27, 23. I hope.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
I love that, yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, Rinus. I really hope everybody gets out. St. Louis is a wonderful track. I've actually been there. It's a great, great race. It's a lot of fun. And this year, for those of you who aren't familiar, they have moved it from a night race to the Sunday afternoon race. It's going to start around 2:30 in the afternoon, but it'll make a wonderful weekend of racing. I know the Silver Crown cars are going to be out there. There's going to be qualifications on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you so much and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.